Good morning. This is take two because the first one I forgot to put the music on. So the class this morning that I'm going to do is going to be one that's going to be for beginners. You can make it harder, but it's definitely going to be geared more towards beginners, where we're going to use light weights and resistance bands or nothing. So we can do all of this and just move. So I wanted to just share what I found in my house, right? I probably have a little bit more than the average, but I have light weights, which are 5 pounds. They can be anything from like a 5, 4, 3, whatever. If you have like a 6, you might be able to use it, but if it gets to be too much, you can do these without weights. So that's the first thing I got. Second thing is a resistance band. So this one looks a little fancy, has the handles. It's just the one that I have from my old gym. But the other thing is, almost all of us can probably say at some point we did some sort of rehab or therapy, we can use this type of band as well. As long as it's not ripped or torn or anything, and you can hold on to it, it's a little bit longer, that would be another option. So you can grab some equipment. The only other thing I have is my kitchen chair, because at any time there might be some things that you need to sit down and do, so we're gonna have that as an option. So before we use any of our equipment, we're actually just gonna warm up. So what we're gonna do is just take a second, make sure there's no equipment right by your feet, but we're gonna go right up into that nice tall posture. And you take a deep breath, inhale up, good, exhale down, do that a few more times. Good, 2 more. And 1 more time. And good, nice, right here. We're gonna go into arm movements. First thing we're gonna do is just reach up and bring it back down. All of these are just to warm up our shoulders mostly, get the arms moving, so we gotta loosen up those joints. It's your range of motion, so if going all the way up next to your head is too much for your shoulder, you're gonna go as high as you're comfortable. Here, 2 more. Good, up. And down, good, 1 more time. And I'm gonna back up a little bit. You're gonna lose my arms a little bit in the wide view here, but I want you to open and close. So you can crisscross and then take it wide. So we're gonna bring it in and wide. This is chest and back, warming them up. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, relax those arms down. We're gonna do shoulder rolls to the back. So I want you to lift those shoulders up, bring them back and down. Keep that going here a few more times. Good, and 1 more. And 1, good. Next thing we're gonna do, you can do seated or standing. Okay, you know that chair is behind you. We're gonna do knee lifts. So we're gonna come right here and just alternate lifting that knee up. If you need to sit and do this, you're just gonna be in the chair, and you can alternate that knee lift from a seated position. Either one's fine. We're just gonna get those legs moving a little bit while we're here and warming up here. Good. 4, good, 3 more each side. And 2, 1 more time, nice and high. Good. All right, so that is gonna be our beginning, and we're gonna move on. Sorry. It's so much easier when I have a group of you sitting out in front of me. I'm just gonna let you know that. So now I want you just to grab your resistance band if you have it, okay? So we're gonna take that band. First thing we're gonna do is fold it in half. So you're gonna hold the handles in one hand and then the loop in the other. If you have the orange band like I did, one of those just flat bands from physical therapy, you're just gonna hold it. So the handles swing if we don't do this. So now we're just gonna get that nice little stretch so everything's tight with our band. My handles are a little slippery. Good, we're gonna go back to that lift and lower. Good, now we've got those arms a little bit wider. We're still only gonna go as high as we're comfortable. We're just gonna do short sets. Good, this will help stretch things out, release some tension. We've got 3 more. Good, 3, 2, 1 more time, and then you're gonna hold it up. So just right above your forehead. If you're not holding a band, you're gonna have those hands just together and you're gonna go side to side, okay? But if you have your band, your arms will just be a little bit wider, okay? We're gonna hold here and we're just gonna rock side to side. It's gonna stretch and lengthen those obliques all the way up the outside. Good. Nice, 4 more each side right there. Good, 3 more. It's a cloudy day, so my camera's not sure what to do, so it's gonna be a little bit light and dark, going in and out. It's just trying to find the right light adjustment, and it's having struggles. All right, good. Relax for a second. We're gonna do one more in this position. You're gonna bring those arms out chest level. We're gonna add a core rotation. So we're gonna do that by rotating from one side to the other. Okay, if you need to, you can bring your feet a little bit wider. So we're gonna go side to side right here. Take your time. Just working on that twist here. All through the middle. You can let that head follow. If you need to slow it down, if it starts to make you feel dizzy, sometimes this side to side motion can, taking it slow and easy. 4. Good. Here's 3. And 2. One more time right here. And 1. Good. Bringing it down. All right, we're going to keep our band. We're just going to be effective in our use of equipment, and then we'll move on. So now what you're going to do, if you have this type of band, you're just going to single it so that you're holding the actual band. Same thing with our orange one, right? We can just hold it right here. Both hands, we're going to be about shoulder width. So what we're going to do with it is a pulling motion. So what you're going to do first is just bring those hands shoulder width. If you want to make it harder, you bring your hands in closer. If you need to lighten it up, make it easier, you bring your hands wider. So we're going to start extended like we were when it was doubled up, but all we're going to do is pull in, extend the arms out to the side, bring that band right in front of our chest right there. Pull. Handles will swing a little bit. We're not going real fast here. Squeeze. I want you to think of squeezing those shoulder blades together in the back. So this one is working our chest and our back together. Let's do 4 more. Good. 3. 2. One more time. And 1. Good. Give it a little breather here. Make sure we're not bringing tension in our neck. It definitely can happen. All right. We're going to do a second set before we move on. Going to vary our arm position just slightly if your shoulders are okay with it. So if you need to, you're going to stay right here out in front. If you want to bring it up a little bit higher, just above the forehead like we did during warm-up, and pull from a downward motion to that chest level, it's just going to make those shoulders work a little harder. So if this movement hurts or bothers the shoulders at all, you can do this arm movement without the band, or you can keep it in the front. So keep going. So that's your 2 options right there. We're gonna hit that second set here and then move on. Good, good. Here's 4, 3, and the handles swing perfectly together in the middle. 2, 1 more. Nice. Good, good. There is such a learning curve with videoing classes. I have to say, before all this, I have never videoed myself doing anything, much less exercise. So you guys are getting this debut of me doing stuff and videoing it, because it is definitely a learning curve. I take that band, wrap it around your back, so it should be around the back, up underneath your armpits, right? So I've got it under my arms. I'm gonna bring my feet a little wider than my shoulders, or I'm sorry, my hips. And then what I'm gonna do is those handles will swing. So we are going to grab them and try to prevent them from swinging. So you wanna pinch the tube. Here, I'll bring it in closer. You wanna pinch that tube so it's between the thumb and the pointer finger handles. You're just holding them so they're not swinging around, right? So we create resistance by holding close to our armpits. If I need to make it easier, I'm just gonna slide my hands out wider. So you can do this same thing with that flat band. You just put it around behind, do exactly what I'm doing, no matter what band you have available, they will both work. Okay, so here we go. Make sure there's nothing by your feet. My weights were right there. Just make sure there's nothing by your feet. Okay, so I'm gonna back up my chair a little bit too. Like I said, there's a learning curve. I know you guys are with me. So, feet are a little bit wider right there. Now, 2 options. You can tap the toe, right? We can add a little bit of foot movement. And I'm probably gonna leave the camera a little bit with my arms, but it should be just fine, all right? So if you're not moving your feet, you're just gonna hold them still while we're doing the arm movement, but that little tap if you wanna add some arms and legs together. Here we go. We're gonna do a cross body press right here in the front. Good. Nice. That's it. And I'm gonna get that nice extension with the arm. Press it across, little rotation in the middle. So we're working arms and core. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Tap it out. Keep those feet moving if you're comfortable moving. Second one, we're gonna go lateral, okay? So we're gonna take it from a side to side motion right here. Press it out. See, this is where I knew I was gonna disappear from the screen a little bit, but you see my arm movement right here, press, press, good. That's a worse angle. I'll stay right here, good. Nice, 4 more each side, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work, hold it, tap it up. 3, 2, and 1. Good, we're gonna stop our feet for this next part. I want us to work on a chest press. So when we do that, we wanna bring our elbows up at shoulder height, and we're gonna do a forward press. So it's right here, press, and then bring those elbows back. So when we're chest here, so squeeze it up. Nice. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Give it a break here. Next one is going to be lateral press. So we're going to hold right here, press it out and in. Good. Nice. Remember, you can drop that resistance band and just do the arm movement, and just moving arms with body weight is going to be beneficial. As long as we just keep moving, we're going to make it. 4 more in this one. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Next one, if you need to adjust at any point, cinch that tube. I'm going to do 1 more. It gets kind of hard on our hands and grip to hold for too long. Our last one, we're going to extend our arms, out to the side, and we're going to circle it. So you're just doing little arm circles. This one's going to isolate the shoulders a little bit more. 4, 3, 2, circle it the other way, right there. Come on. Right there, that's getting into the shoulder, little muscles here. 3, 2, and relax. Good. Take that out and bring it around. Good. All right, let's get a quick drink of water. Gotta remember to drink water. Mine's over here. All right, good. Next thing I'm gonna have us do, give our arms a little break. So we're gonna go behind that chair. This one's a little tricky. I'm gonna go sideways. And maybe I can move a little close. Nope, I can't. I want you to see my feet. See, videography 101. I'm gonna be so good at this by the end, it's gonna be crazy. So, here we go. We're behind that chair. I'm gonna move mine forward a little bit. Only reason I have the chair here is if at any point, because we're gonna do a little bit of stuff where we're single legging and whatever, you don't have to hold the chair, but I always put it there because whenever we're working on balance, whether we're 20 or we're 80, we just need to make sure that we don't twist our knee wrong or do anything that could cause an injury, so it's not worth it. So you've got it there if you need it. If you don't need to hold on, by all means, I want you to challenge when you can. First thing we're gonna do is just a calf raise. So we're gonna do that lift and lower, bringing the heels up off of the floor. So you can see the bottom of my shoe. Lift, good, squeeze it up. Nice. Nice, so we're gonna focus a little more on legs right now on this part of our workout. 4, good, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're gonna do a lift and hold. I want you to work on balance a little. We do that by lifting those heels. It doesn't have to be real high. Just try to get them off the floor and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. Good. Relax right there. Let's go into our second left foot position. We're gonna put that right foot in front of the left. So this is called a tightrope position. So when we do that and we bring a narrow stance in with our feet, it's actually gonna challenge our stabilizers a little bit more. You're gonna feel that in your knees and your ankles. So those little muscles are gonna work to hold us from falling. So that's what we want, but this is why we have that chair. So now we're gonna go back, do our lift and lower. We're gonna slow it down if we need to. We don't have to go real quick on these. Good, so just lift and lower. Good, lower leg working. So you're getting that little burn in the calves. That's what we want. 3 more. Nice, here's 2. And 1, we're gonna do that same lift and hold. So when you're ready, bring those heels up off the floor. Try to hold, right? I feel my ankles moving, a little bit of instability here. That's what we want. It's working hard. 3, 2, and relax. Good. We're gonna do 1 more. Okay, we're gonna switch our feet around. We gotta switch it. It'll feel a little bit different with that left foot in front. So left foot in front, legs are straight. Back to your lift and lower. Remember, chair is there if you need it. Sometimes, sometimes one side's more challenging than the other. So you take your time. Even sometimes just a fingertip on the chair will recenter you, but don't let that twister turn your knee or ankle wrong, not worth it. Good, 4, 3, 2, we got one more. Good, you're gonna lift and hold one more time when you're ready, right there, up on this ball of your feet there, heels off the floor. Feel it moving, 4, 2, and 1, good, relax. I'm gonna move my camera down 1. I want you to be able to see my legs a little better. So just bear with me. Let's see if that's a better angle. Yes, okay, look at that. The learning curve, I like this. Okay, here we go. I just wanna make sure it wasn't cutting my head off, so we're good. And my couch is kind of in the way because I have really long legs, but we're gonna make this work. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna step back with your right leg. Okay, stand the same leg as me. I know I might not be mirroring properly, but that's okay. So right leg is extended, right heel is down in the floor. Left leg is just holding us. All we're gonna do is a lift and press with our heel. We're gonna stretch this out since we just worked those. So you lift and press just the back leg so that heel comes up, presses down into the floor right there. Good, 4, here's 3, 2, and 1. Good, now I want you just to hold. Keep that leg straight. Keep that heel down on the floor. You can shift your hips forward. That's where you're gonna feel that stretch right there. 3, 2, and 1. Good, switch sides. Just that quick stretch here. So left leg is back, left leg extended. That heel is just gonna come back up and press right there. Lift and press. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it down there. Get that stretch on this side. And good, nice work. We're going back in the center here. Give yourself a little breather quick. We're going to do that right leg first here now. I have to definitely move my chair forward for my legs, but you'll still be able to see me, okay? So you just want to have room behind you. That's what I was working on adjusting the chair for, because we're going to do 2 things on this side, actually 3. We'll add a balance pose in that we're going to start with that right leg back, toes are on the floor. We're going to do what's called a hamstring curl. So you can hold if you need to. You're focused on the legs here, so you can hold on to get that nice movement. All I want you to do is tap the floor, curl it up. So this is going to be squeezing the back of the leg using those hamstrings, curl and tap. Chest a little forward, keep that belly button in, try to hold your core strong. Up, tap it out, good. Don't need any weights for these, they're good all on their own. 3, 2, and 1, good. Hold that leg. Now we're gonna keep it in a straight position and lift and lower. So on this one, chest is gonna need to come a little bit more forward so that you can lift and lower. Good, good, right there. Up, down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Last thing we're gonna do, keep your legs straight. We're gonna do a balance pose, so you can hold that chair if you need to. We're gonna do an opposite though. So what we wanna do is extend the left arm, and then we're gonna lift that right leg. So chest stays a little forward. We're working on that hip stabilizers on the left side. So you're gonna feel that leg that's holding you. Stabilizers working hard right there. 4, 3, 2, and relax. Good. We're switching sides, okay? Other side, we're gonna do those same 3. Get ready right here. A little bit forward with the chest. Hold the chair if you need to. Curl and tap. So you can flex your foot, tap it out, and down. Good, you can touch the floor every time. Good, and remember it's your range of motion. I didn't say that on the right side, but we wanna just bend and extend with that knee, whatever's comfortable. Good, here's 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time. Nice, and 1, good. Get that leg straight and set. Remember this one, make sure chest is a little forward. Hold the chair if you need to. My couch is in the way, so I'm gonna move over a little bit. Good, right there, lift and lower, up, down, good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Relax. Hold right there. Right arm extended, chest forward, and that balance hold. Lift that leg. Hold right there. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Relax right there. All right, let's turn to the front. You can keep that chair. I'm gonna turn sideways that way. If you need the chair, I always want you to have something nearby to hold on to. We're gonna do some lunges. We're gonna go forward and back. We're gonna be very mindful of our knees when we lunge, okay? Now when I say lunge, I'm not talking that nice deep lunge. I'm talking whatever level you're comfortable. So I'm gonna show you just how to get started. Lunging just means that we're gonna take a step forward, bend the front knee, but then we're gonna take it to a reverse lunge too. So you're gonna come into the center, take that step, right? You go bigger step as you're comfortable, back to the middle, and then reverse it. Good. Forward, center, and back, right? The deeper I step in either direction, the harder it is. So you're gonna decide how deep you're going. Good, good. 4 more each way. 4. Good, here's 3. Right, if I need to hold on, it's right there. Good. 2. 1 more. And 1. Good, good. We're switching legs, all right? Same thing. See how this leg is feeling. Forward, pause in the center, and then back. It's really important that we don't twist or turn our knees on these. We want to stay nice and centered the whole time. Good. Nice work, almost. Good, here's 3. Nice, 2 more each way. 2. And 1. Right here. Good, and 1, nice. All right, I'm gonna stay right here. This is actually good because the chair won't be in my way. So this is where if you need, that chair can be to the side. I'm just facing forward. So if you're on your TV, your phone, your iPad, and you have it propped up, just make sure you can lift your leg to the front, okay? Because this next one we're gonna do is gonna be I call it alligator arms, or alligator, I should say. Alligator arm is TRX exercises, but this one is the alligator because we're gonna start with that arm extended. So we're going up from that extended position. We're gonna come in and back down. So you wanna bring them in together and out. Good, good. So now I'm using a little bit of that lower core. Forgot to move my arm. Good. It's morning. I'm just getting rolling here. Good. 3. It's hip flexor, quad, front, lower oblique. 2. 1 more. And 1. Good. I'm going to have us do a balance hold. I'm just keeping the balance in. I think it's huge for all of us. Very, very beneficial. So the chair's there if you need it. Gonna lift that leg, keep the arm extended out from the shoulder. 5, 4, 2, and 1. Nice job. Switch sides, okay? We're gonna alternate, get that other side, and then we'll change our exercise. So we're going back up, right arm extended, trying to bring them in together and out. In, extend, good. Nice. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Get ready for that balance position here. Arm extended out from the shoulder. Gonna get that leg out in front. Just lift it up. Doesn't have to be real high. You go as high as you're comfortable. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Good. Give those our legs a little break. Going back on the first side, okay? Remember, I always have that chair there if I need it. We're gonna go back up, extended. This time we're gonna do a standing high knee crunch. So we're gonna use those obliques, that core again, but we're gonna do that with a knee pull. So we're gonna pull that knee up towards that elbow that's coming down. So it goes in together and extend, crunch. Good. Good, good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to do a balance hold. If you can, keep that arm extended to the ceiling on this one and lift that knee. Get that foot off the floor. Remember, it doesn't have to be real high. Work in balance. 5. And relax. Good. We're switching sides. If you need to move your chair, whatever, go ahead. Just as long as you have it there. If you need to hold on, we're going other side. In and extend, nice and big at that extension and pull. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that arm up there. Lift that leg right there. Good. 5, and 1. Nice job. Grab your water. We're at 25 minutes. What I'm gonna do here in the next like 5 or so minutes, 5 to 7 minutes, we're gonna grab our hand weights. Okay, so if you have hand weights, you're gonna grab them. We're gonna do a little bit more for upper body, and then I want you to just stretch. So we'll stretch in the chair at the end. All right, so grab those hand weights. Be careful. Mine got buried underneath my chair. All right, I'm gonna bring this back in the center for the end, but we don't need it. Now, if your legs are tired and you wanna sit, by all means, I want you to be comfortable. We're gonna work on arms so we can do this seated or standing. So what I want you to do, grab those weights. We're gonna do palms face up. I want you to curl and extend. We're doing bicep curls, up and back down. Good, all the way up, all the way down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Halfway. I want you to hold halfway. So we're going to crisscross. The first one for rotator cuff, internal rotation. We want to cross it in front of our belly button and then rotate it out. You can alternate which weight goes on top here. Good. Out. In. If this bothers your shoulder, this is rotator cuff. If something doesn't feel right, drop the weights. Try to do it without any weight. Okay, this is working on strengthening those little muscles here. We got 2 and 1. Good, relax. Bring those arms down. Little shoulder roll here, just a couple. We try to keep everything relaxed. Good, let's add in a little bit for our obliques. We'll add a little row, so still work our shoulders. I want you to reach and row. So opposite side rows as you're reaching up and reaching down. Good. Nice. Stay nice and tall. Shoulders stay over your hips, so try not to lean forward. Even if you're in the chair, you can do this one. You're just reaching towards the floor, back to center. Nice. 4. Oh yeah, 3 more each side. Good. 2. And 1 more. And 1. Good. Nice job. All right. Hold on 1 second. So wardrobe malfunction right there. All right. We're going back in the front, but we're going to do another ab one. So we're going to do core rotation holding our weights. So we start with them together. You can kind of lock your hands together in front of your belly button. Elbows stay by your side. I want your twist to be in the core. I don't want you just to move the weights from side to side. I actually want you to turn your body so that you're twisting, working on obliques. So that twisting motion here, strengthening those muscles. Let your eyes follow. Just let your head relax in the center. Follow with it. Good. 4. Here's 3. Good. 2. And 1 more. And 1. Good. Let's stay right here. Bring those weights apart. We're going to do a little boxing. You have 2 options. You can bring it back to that tap, just like we did when we were using that band, okay? Or feet can stay planted, all right? Our uppercut is our first one. Good, so we're going up and across, punching that weight or just your hand towards that opposite shoulder. Good, so we're still working obliques, adding those arms. Good, good, keep that up. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. We're going to do 1 more arm movement. So you're going to hold those hands back in the center in front of your belly button, keeping those legs moving. If you can, punch it across, right? If I need to stop my feet, I'm just punching across and twisting, okay? Always legs are optional. Good. Good. Punch it out there. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Just tap it out. 2, and 1. Good, good. All right, let's do a couple more. This one here is going to be a press and pull. I'm actually going to turn sideways for you because I want you to push those arms out and then pull back. So it's extend and press, pull it back, out, pull. So you're gonna stay right in that center here, right up from the belly button, and then pull it back in towards it. 4 more right here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Stay right here. We're gonna do a twist and pour. Remember, you can be seated to do any of these as well. So this one is a rotation one. We want to keep elbows by our side and work on wrist and forearm. So twist, palms down and up. 4, 3, good, 2, and 1 right there. Nice job, good. All right, next one is just gonna be, it's called a bent over row. All we have to do, I'm gonna turn sideways again. Bring our chest a little bit forward, okay? So we're gonna put a little bend in our knees. You can be seated to do this. You're gonna extend the arms out. If you're seated, they're gonna be right past the knee, extending out and then rolling down the side of your leg. If you're standing, it's like you're gonna reach out and extend and then pull. So this is for upper back and shoulders right there. So pull and extend. Neck stays neutral, back is flat, belly button's in. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Relax. You can even let that hang and just stretch for a second. Good. We're going to stay in that same position. So make sure you're pulling your belly button in, because otherwise your back is going to start to feel it. So just push your hips back a little, or have a seat if it is bothering your back. We're going to do tricep kickbacks. It's our last arm on, and then we're going to stretch. So from here, you're going to start, bend the elbows, bring those weights up next to your, or in front of your shoulders, I should say. And then we're going to extend. So see how my elbows don't move from my side at all. We're going to extend and press, and then curl it back in. Good. So right, if you're seated, you're just doing the same arm motion with the chest forward. 4 more. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Right here, just relax. Those weights hang. It'll feel good. Stretch those shoulders. 3, 2, and relax. Good. Set those weights aside and have a seat. Grab water if you need it. This is all done except for stretching. We're at 32 minutes. I wanted to check our time. Okay. I kept everything today very, very beginner because I want to make sure you're comfortable, especially if you haven't done anything with me. I'm hoping people who are new to my classes are just giving them a try. Find which ones work for you, and I'll try to label them good. But if you ever get into a class and you're like, oh, I didn't sign up for that, the good news is you can just stop it and pick a different one. So Dante, Kayleen, and I, we're going to try to just keep giving you guys lots of options so that we can keep you moving at any level, okay? So all we're going to do is stretch real quick. So I want you to extend your leg here. It doesn't matter which one. We're just going to take that chest forward. So leg is straight, toes are pointed to the ceiling, and we're stretching that back of the leg here. So you should feel a stretch up the back of the leg here. Good. This one, take some nice, easy, deep breaths there. We'll work a little bit of flexibility here at the end. Good. Lift up slowly, and we're going to hold either underneath or on the front of that leg, whichever's more comfortable. So we need to stay nice and tall, but I want you to pull that leg in towards your chest. And then we're going to point and flex right here. So just point toes to the floor, slow and easy. You're going to stretch that lower leg when you point and flex. Keep that ankle loose. 2 more. And 1. Good. We're going to lower that down. We're going to do a hip stretch from a seated position. Now, knee and hip. I'm going to say it a lot this next couple of stretches, because you have to make sure it's okay. If you need to keep it low, you're going to cross your foot at the ankle. So you're going to cross that leg at the ankle. Once I bring this on top and cross it, much deeper stretch. We just have to be very mindful if you feel pain or discomfort in your hip or your knee. Different from a muscle stretching standpoint. Pain would be like something sharp or dull, shooting pain, anything of that nature. I don't want you up here. Just cross at the ankle. It's not worth it. So what we're going to do once we're crossed is just bring our chest forward. Okay, so as I bring my chest forward, that's where I'm going to feel the deeper stretch on that leg that's crossed. So just take your time, bring it forward. Good, relax. And we're going to Stay there. One more little deep breath. And then on the exhale, lift up and relax. Go. We're going to the other side. We're going to do that same thing on the other side. Take that leg straight. Toes are pointed up. Chest comes forward. Stretch and hold right here. Good, good. Stay there. One more deep breath. Good. Breathing, very important. If you can, you're going to take your inhale through your nose. So it tells our brain that it's okay. It's our parasympathetic nervous system. It'll tell our body everything's okay and we can calm down. Okay, so this is the one where you're going to hold underneath or in the front. That's just some of my yoga coming through, but it does work. So if you're feeling stressed or anxious, use those deep breaths where you inhale in through your nose and then exhale out through your mouth. Good. We're doing our point and flex again with this. Just some nice, simple, but very, very beneficial stretches here at the end. 2 more. Good. 1 more. And 1. Bringing it down. Same thing on this side. Cross at the ankle if you need to. Once we bring it on top, be very aware of those knees and hips. So we're taking that cross position either where you're at your ankle or on top, and you're going to bring your chest forward again 1 more time. Good. If those muscles are tight, just slowly move that chest forward. Try to get those muscles to relax here. Good. And lift up, uncross, going into V-sit. If you've come to any of my Silver Sneaker classes, you know this is my favorite stretch. Okay, so V-sit just means we go wider with the legs. Try to angle the toes out to the side. We're going to put our elbows on top. We're going to keep them there. That's going to give us the support we need so we don't overstretch. So once you're holding with those elbows on top, you slowly bring your chest towards the center. Okay, this is just going to stretch inner thigh and hip. So we want to just take it slow and easy. Use those deep breaths. See my back, it's flat and neutral. My neck is relaxed. We're just holding here. And we're gonna lift up slowly and shift over to one side and bring that chest over there. So now you'll feel that little bit of stretch here in the low back area. That's a bonus. So we're just taking our time, bringing that over here to hold. Good, and then lift to the center. And switch, get that other side, stretch it out. I do like stretching in the chair, as funny as that sounds. It's got some great positions for us to stretch very effectively. Good, once you're back in the center, walk those feet in. We're gonna do seated twist from this position. Just stay right here. Put those knees and ankles together. We're gonna turn and hold the back of our chair and put our hand on the outside of that same leg. So now that I'm in a start of a twisted position, I can gently push into that side of my leg and hold the chair just to get that nice stable stretch here. So you're twisted and taking those deep breaths. Good, that neck and shoulder area just relax. And 1 more deep breath. I want you to exhale, relax, and switch sides right here. So on the outside of that other leg, hand holding on the back of that chair, and stretch it out. Good, back in the middle. We got a couple more stretches for back and shoulders. We're gonna bring our chest forward again 1 more time. I want you to try to grab those hands together so that you're holding on. So my hands, just grab them, hold them together underneath the legs. We're gonna use that to stabilize and pull against. So you're gonna just gently pull up against the legs and push your back towards the ceiling. Let your chin relax to your chest and hold. Good, make sure, take those deep breaths. You're gonna feel that stretch through the upper back and shoulders. Try to get those upper back muscles to relax a little. Good, 1 more deep breath, exhaling. We just relax our arms, release that. And as long as you're in a stable chair, be careful you don't pull yourself forward. It could rock you forward. We're just using the chair to hold our arms back behind us so that way we can stretch our chest and shoulders. So once we're holding there, we want to just lean forward. Arms are straight and extended, and we're feeling that stretch all across this front area, chest and shoulders. So think of those shoulder blades coming together in the back. So think about where you're stretching and where those arms and shoulders should be. So right there, just a nice, easy shoulder chest stretch. Good, and relax. And release that. Good. Last thing we're gonna do is either hold our arms to the side or bring those hands behind. We're gonna do a few easy neck stretches here just to finish up. We're gonna lower that chin to the chest. Stay nice and tall. Just drop that chin, hold. When you're stretching your neck, you're not overextending, you're just letting it drop naturally and easily and just gently bringing it down. That opposite stretch is where we just lift that chin and look up and stretch that neck the other way. And good, back to center. I want you to turn that chin towards your shoulder. That was my last song. That means we got a really good workout in. Good, turn that to the other side here. And then back to center. And relax those arms. We're going to take 2 deep breaths. And down. Good. One more. And down. Good. I really, really hope you liked it. I will do another one of these because it is important for all of us to move no matter what level we're at. My goal is just to make sure I can take care of everybody because it's just how I roll. So, all right. Hope you have a great day. That was a 40-minute workout. Hopefully you feel better. And I'll see you again soon. Just look for the ones that say beginner and you'll be good to go. Okay? Thanks.